Hello, everyone, and welcome back once again to the Friends You Can Keep podcast.
Is that a 0?
Yes.
That's a... Those are mine.
It's 10:52. I need this to start the show.
That's mine.
Get over it.
Unbelievable.
I'm also going to need you to get more at the store on Saturday because they're buy two, get two again.
Jesus Christ.
What?
I'm just keeping Coke and... I should buy Coke stock, honestly. The amount of Coke that I buy...
If it wasn't $40,000 a case, I would go to Costco and just get the glass bottles.
Yeah, but they wouldn't last that long.
$24.
Because you don't
24 pack for like $60. What's the point?
Yeah, it's at least $39. That's fine for like a special occasion.
This episode's got a bit of a theme to it.
Oh dear. St. Patrick's Day?
No.
Oh.
I have been saving, as I've been scrolling through TikTok, I've been saving ones that make me laugh. That's my new thing on TikTok. Is like, this makes me laugh really bad, I'm going to save it. So when I'm down, I can go to my saved TikTok.
I never use the favorite because I use my favorites as things I want to go back to.
Well, I've got games in here. I've got like compilations.
I don't like that.
I've got some products, but not really. I've got that interesting facts about presidents. I've got that in here.
They need to distinguish between like a thumbs up and a save.
Yeah.
That's my only...
Well, what do you mean? The saved is the little flag-looking thing.
That's on Instagram.
That's on TikTok.
Yeah, but if
Saved.
Yeah, but when I go to the heart...
That's things you've liked.
Yeah, but I don't like that because I just want to hit the heart and those are the things I save.
Okay.
I'm new to the TikTok.
But I have been saving various things that people are putting out, ranking different things at Disney.
Oh dear.
Or their hot takes about Disney.
Oh Jesus.
I thought this would be fun to talk about on the show.
Oh God.
Very
I feel
festive.
like people's hot takes are going to be complete
Very festive
garbage.
show for the moment. I've also been saving, because we talked about before, I'm getting a lot of like, are you in Lancaster? Here's fun things to do. Are you in whatever part of Pennsylvania?
Mm-hmm.
And I've been saving those like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Let's take day trips. Why not?
I know. I want to go to the Pennsylvania Niagara Falls.
So we're going to start. Let me turn my volume down so it doesn't start screaming at people. Let's start at the beginning. This is Richie on TikTok.
Sure.
My actual Disney hot takes, but they get progressively hotter.
Ooh.
Tron hate is forced. Yes, the ride is short, but it's still an amazing experience. The launch alone is one of the best moments of any ride on property.
I mean, it's a great ride. It's just not worth the long line.
I've never really heard hate for Tron.
I have, only because I think people
I
complain.
do agree. Like, the line
it's not worth
is...
the line.
But it's also... because it's new.
Yeah.
That line is as long as it is because it's a new ride.
But I think it's going to be
in 10 years time, in 5 years time, that line's
it
not
just
going to be
depends on if other thrill rides open.
They will.
But
they've got all kinds of stuff coming.
Yeah, but they're not thrill rides.
Yeah, Monsters Inc. is a coaster.
It's a baby coaster.
Radiator Spring? No, it's not. Because you're suspended.
Yeah, but I think it's a baby coaster.
No. Radiator Springs is coming. There's talk of them.
That's also for babies.
There's talk of them putting coasters back in Villains Land. Like, I don't know.
Look at Rock and Roller Coaster. Before it closed always had a long line. Tower of Terror always has a long. Their thrill rides are always going to have a long line.
Hollywood Studios doesn't have shit. So,
well,
because in its heyday, Rock and Roller Coaster in Hollywood Studios' heyday, Rock and Roller Coaster had a long line, but not near as long as what it became. Same with Tower of Terror. It's because they just took that whole park and went, fuck all this.
Also, Magic Kingdom doesn't have any other.
No.
Well, Space Mountain, Splash Mountain.
I wonder if I saved on here. There was a former...
And the Mine Train.
There was a former cast member. If I didn't save it, I should try and find it before the end of this video. Where she had up, like, here's my, like... I don't know if she called them hot takes or what. I think she just said, like, my opinions as a former cast member. And one of them was, like, as an adult, Magic Kingdom is a quarter of the day park. Maybe a half day. And I'm like, yeah, that's valid. As an adult, valid.
But even with our kids, they like it there, but, like, they like the other parks better.
I will not be waiting more than 20 for this unless it's in the morning or if it's raining. By midday, the animals are always hiding away from the heat and become way too hard to see. That is the safari. I'd buy that.
Yes. You're in the rain is your best time to
Yes.
go. Or when we went at night, it was really hard to see a lot of them, but so many of the animals were more active than they are during the day. And by night, I mean it was like 7 o'clock.
This is Guardians in Epcot. Disco Inferno is an absolute bop and goes great with the ride experience, especially the second half. Just because you don't know the song doesn't mean it's not a good fit for the ride.
Okay, I don't have any opinion on that ride.
We haven't gotten Disco Inferno.
I went on
you
it
went on it once.
I don't know what song we had, and I hated it.
I went on it twice. I know one time I got Everybody Wants to Rule the World. I think I may have gotten that both times.
I don't remember. That ride traumatized me.
Everything Pop is the best resort quick service on property, value or not.
Oh,
I've
at
never been
at Pop Century? Oh, so if we're talking about like
I gotta put my sweatshirt on. It's cold.
you're like at the resort, like quick service restaurant, Pop Century,
Yeah.
phenomenal. It's like a school cafeteria. Huge. It's huge. And they've got like a big island in the middle with tons of like your soda things.
Yeah.
But tons of seating. Like everywhere seating. And then you go in, huge coolers all the way around the back. And like, so Saratoga Springs is a massive resort.
Yeah.
And yet when you go into their breakfast thing, it's like this big.
It's tiny.
You go Pop Century, not even a quarter of
Saratoga
that size.
Springs, like my parents have DVC points there, whatever. We stay there a lot.
It's beautiful.
Because of the DVC. Pool is nice. The pools.
The
plural,
rooms are beautiful.
nice. The rooms are nice.
Beautiful.
Their quick service
It's
is
awful. Not the food. It's not the
mid AF.
It's not the food. It's not the quality of the food. It's
No,
the size.
It's the size and it's the offerings. Like they're very limited in what they have in terms of quick service.
I don't remember how much like where you would go to get that quick service food. It might be the exact same, but it's so spread out that you feel like you have more.
But I think it's not in the sense of like when I'm going for breakfast, especially. Like I just want a Mickey waffle, maybe some eggs, but then they've got like the weird seasoned potatoes with all this shit in it.
Yeah.
It's like it's breakfast. I don't want this.
Yeah, they do have
like.
And
or like have different.
It's really hard to because they do have like they have the coolers there, but they have like
when they're very.
They have like one line of coolers.
When I've eaten once at the quick service at Animal Kingdom Lodge, and I feel like I remember that being kind of more a la carte.
Yes, that's the way the one at Pop Century.
Whereas Saratoga was more like here's a meal.
You can get
like,
a la carte.
You can, but their whole menu is more like, here's a meal.
It's not as well advertised either. But like Pop Century...
Well, I think because they're encouraging you, like, just get the meal.
Yeah.
They don't want you to get a la carte.
So imagine if...
it's more of a pain for them.
That whole... From where the counter is, where you order, and where the coolers are, and the coffee, and the gift shop, that whole thing... is where you order. So, like, where the gift shop is in Saratoga Springs, those are the coolers.
Yes.
For Pop Century. You've got, like, a whole wall lined with them. Then you got this wall lined with them. And you got stuff in the middle.
Yeah.
Then over here, you've got your hot food and probably those, like, grab-and-go things over here. And then you come out and order. And then your drinks are all the way out.
I also
They're
don't
not in
like every other...
I don't remember Boardwalk's quick service.
There is.
I mean, Old Key West. Yeah.
There isn't. I don't think there is a quick service at Boardwalk or at Old Key West.
Boardwalk, there's not
for breakfast.
Because you have the Boardwalk.
There's that pool bar thing. I don't know if they had breakfast or not. I know they have lunch and stuff.
Well, they might have coffee. A lot of the bars, it seems, had coffee in the morning. Like the
when they have food, but I don't. They might have had breakfast. I don't remember. But I also don't like at Saratoga Springs that all the registers are for everything.
Yep.
If you want just a drink, these registers. You want breakfast and
it's
drinks and
only-
whatever, these registers. You're getting stuff from the gift shop, these registers. And you all have to get in the same line.
Yes.
I'm
And
like,
Pop Century's gift shop is not here. So where there are quick services, there is not a gift shop.
well, most
That's
places
over
that
there.
most places that we've stayed are separate.
Yeah. So
That's why it's so
Saratoga-
weird
yeah,
to me that
it's-
Saratoga Springs is,
'Cause it's
and
an-
it's also
it's
strange to me,
older.
and we've talked about too. It's also strange to me that like Saratoga Springs property is the size of this table, but there's just this for your food and your drinks and whatever. Now we're like you can get stuff at the pool, but like for
And then
breakfast,
at dinner,
it's
you have
here.
the fancy restaurant, but they're not open
You have
for
the Turf
breakfast.
Club, yeah.
I don't even know if they're open for lunch.
I don't know. Not that upset about this because Rockin' already had its days numbered. I think it may be a better overall experience after if Disney does it right. Preach.
Yeah, I have no problem.
I do not understand the hate online for switching Rockin' Roller Coaster to the Muppets. I do. So there's two lanes that I'm seeing. Lane 1 is that it should have been Powerline. Okay, fine. I kind of agree that Powerline would have been a good fit there, but I also can tell you this. Goofy Movie, I don't think is as big of a hit outside of the millennial generation that millennials think it is.
or that they
There
want,
are
yeah.
there are a lot of millennials on social media, period, TikTok, Instagram, what have you, that are in love with that song.
I had never seen it.
and in love with that movie. It's a good movie. But like I think that those people tend to think that movie is like a much bigger
I'm a
hit.
full-blown millennial. I had never seen it until I was an adult.
Like a bigger hit and a bigger deal than what it is.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah,
this
I
isn't
think even within its own generation, it was an even smaller niche.
yes. I think this is a movie that somehow like only exists in this window.
Did you-
And like people older have seen it. You've shown it to your kids. Fine. But like in terms of like
It-
this being a big
No,
hit,
it doesn't have.
it's here.
Yes, it doesn't.
and
have
it's
that
not going
fan following.
outside of there.
No,
But even if you look at it in terms of like IP overall,
it's such a small.
a Goofy movie is a weird IP because yes, you've got Goofy and Max, but a Goofy movie is different from Goof Troop, is different from literally every fucking thing else that Goofy's ever been in.
Right.
Max is in almost nothing outside of like a Goofy movie, an extremely Goofy movie, and Goof Troop. Like Max very rarely exists in
And he-
Disney canon things.
Yeah. We did see him in the parks though.
Well, he's in the parks. He's in those Christmas movies. Like
Yeah.
he's there.
Occasionally. Yeah.
He's there, but like
no.
he's
He's
really,
not a
it's real.
mainstay.
His Goofy's familial thing is really inconsistent. Like,
Yeah.
why is Max not ever on Mickey Mouse Clubhouse?
Right.
But like with the Muppets, you've got a lot more.
And they had the more
The
modern.
old TV show, the old movies, the new shows. Like you've got so much more to choose from.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think it will be fine. I think people are just.
oh, but the
scared
other
of
lane.
change.
Well, the other lane is people that are like mad about them getting rid of Aerosmith, and I'm like, I like Aerosmith. It's 2026. Why the fuck do you think that they need to have an Aerosmith themed ride in Disney?
I mean, they could have
Like-
literally taken Aerosmith out and put any other artist
there
in
was-
there,
there
and I
was
may not
talk-
have even noticed.
There was talk of like
Just updating the artist.
there was a lot of with that whole like shocker controversy that was not a controversy.
No.
When that happened, there was talks of them getting rid of Aerosmith then, and people were immediately pitching like different bands to put in there. And I'm like, yeah, I think it would have been fine. But it was the same thing too, like when so that ride exists in the Michael Eisner era of Disney.
Right.
And that's kind of the only reason it exists and why it had Aerosmith at all.
Yep.
But you're now getting into the Bob Iger, Josh D'Amaro, Disney IP, Disney's all about Disney sort of thing. And like, has Aerosmith ever done anything for Disney?
Outside of that ride, I don't know.
I don't think they're on any soundtracks. That's what I'm trying to think of. Like, I don't
Is
think.
Armageddon under the?
No.
the
I mean, it
arm
might
of
be
Disney?
now,
Yeah, it
but-
wasn't at the time.
But yeah, it's just such a weird thing. Muppet Vision 3D is not gone forever. I fully believe it will be moving into the Sunset Showcase Theater next to Rock and Roller Coaster after Villains Land opens, and they move Villains Unfairly Ever After over there.
It's a good possibility.
Would fit the new Rockin' storyline too. It would. I can't see them doing that, but I would love if they did that.
You never know. They said it will come back in some iteration, so it could be something.
Yeah.
It's not the ride that you had when it was over in Hollywood Studios.
Well, I think too,
but it could just be the movie itself.
I think
with 3D glasses, without the behind and.
I think too, if you don't put Muppet Vision 3D there,
you get something Muppets.
You need to put something Muppets in there.
Well, what else would they put there?
Because you also need to. Well, they could put anything they want, but that comes to my point of like. You're kind of doing it with Galaxy's Edge, and you did it with Toy Story Land, and you're doing it with Villains Land and Cars Land, where like you're starting to get back into themed areas. But there was a real big window of time there where you're like, oh, we need to add stuff to the parks. Just put it wherever. Mm-hmm. And it became this mix.
Here's some empty space. Just throw it in there.
It became this mix mash of like. What are we doing? Like, why is this here? And then you've got stuff over there.
Yeah.
And, like, it's just a weird thing that why not? You had a whole, like, Muppet Vision 3D was there, and then you had Pizza Rizzo. And, like, that whole thing was Muppets. You had the fountain, and the buildings are painted.
We know they have tons of
and you had the
set
huge... Kermit statues with this tuxedo on, and that whole gift shop was Muppets. And you just slowly, year by year, got rid of the paint and got rid of the decor and minimized the decor.
I think you'll
and
see something.
Shrunk that gift shop down to almost nothing Muppets, to the point where you then just closed that gift shop.
You'll see the kiosks
that I think. You move Muppets
something.
in there, you get villains out of there, which, don't even get me started. I'm not goth enough, I guess. I don't know. I do not understand this whole obsession with the villains. But beside the point.
Right, once that's gone,
I think you have to transform. Once you go under that Rock and Roller Coaster archway, you are in Muppets Land.
Yeah.
Like, it's all Muppets theming. It's all, like, there's
and it's
everything
it's such a small area back there, too, where, like,
and
it's
I'll
perfect.
tell you what, my other hot take when it comes to them, like, revamping the Muppets, give us a fucking meet and greet. I don't care.
Do they have any?
No.
No, I mean, have they ever? Do they have
Yes. Remember we watched, like, Disney Dan had up about it or whatever, where it was, like, the people in the full... Like, it wasn't a hand puppet Kermit, like when you go meet Groot.
Right.
And it's that little thing. It was like a full-size man in a Kermit costume.
I don't want that. I want someone's hand in a puppet.
I'm fine with either one.
Kermit's not a full-size man.
Yeah, but it's a character meet and greet.
Yeah, I don't want that.
I'm fine with either one. Well, the issue with the puppet.
Just let me meet Sweetums. We know you have the costume.
There's also that. There's tons of people you could pass off to put in
Beaker
Muppets
and Dr.
costumes.
Buns and Honeydew. We know you have them.
You know you have them. Like, there's plenty of things they could do. Because the issue you run into with, like, actual size Kermit is it a puppet? Is it an animatronic? They don't have an animatronic, so they're going to have to build an animatronic, and they don't want to do that because they don't want to spend that money. And then, like, what pre-recorded lines do you give it? Does it talk at all? Like, it's the whole thing. Where I think if you just had a full, like, Mickey Mouse-sized costume Kermit, you're going to fully expect, like, he's not going to talk to you.
BB-8 doesn't...
It is the shame of, like... Well, BB-8 doesn't speak.
Who did we meet?
What do you mean, who did we meet?
We meet Groot?
Groot and Star-Lord.
Yeah. Oh, God.
And Star-Lord was super weird, and then Groot was just that little thing on the desk.
Yeah, we're like, we don't want you in the photo. Can you just go over there, you weird face man?
But I think, too, with the meet and greet, is like, would our kids love it? Sure. There are kids that are going to love it, but, like...
It's for the adults, but who cares?
But my point is, that's why I think a full-blown costume character works, because it's not for...
Who cares?
You're not trying to suspend the disbelief in the magic for kids.
No, me as an adult, though, I want to see tiny Kermit. I want hand up his ass Kermit.
Not upset about the loss Food was all right, nothing special. Wedding
Rizzo.
room was cool though. Pizza Rizzo.
Yeah, the food. I mean, we attempted to eat.
We
there.
didn't get food because the
No,
line was
it
like 4 days
it was
long.
Awful.
The Skyliner, best form of transportation on property.
People
Literally,
who love it, love it.
literal only downside is the limited number of Skyliner resorts. I don't care if it's scary. Grow up. It's not going to break.
Well, maybe not now. I think now it's
Most
got-
overrated form of transportation on property. Hurts to say because I loved these as a kid,
The
but they
monorail.
are just old and just kind of musty, not gonna lie. People just love these for the nostalgia, I fear. The current monorail trains have been operating since 1989,
Yeah.
by the way. There was a video the other day.
I mean, they're convenient
someone
if you're going to a
filming-
monorail resort.
Someone filming and they're trying to get the monorail to go, and there's like all the doors are shut. They're filming back here and they're all the way at the front. And it might be like the second car back or the second set of doors back. And the doors would like go in and shut, and then this one would just open back up again. And there's a guy standing there. He would like get it and then he would push on it. And he'd step back and it would. And they did it again. And they did it again. And they opened all of them and then closed all of them. And when this one closed, it opened back up again. And I commented and like, God, these things need to desperately need to be updated. Like
well, and
desperately.
they can't get rid of them because of the contemporary.
No. Well, that whole
Right, that
whole
loop.
ring.
Yeah.
The contemporary, your options are you get on that monorail or you're walking to Magic Kingdom.
Well, you can get a bus to the other resorts, right?
You can get a bus to Disney Springs. And like Hollywood Studios, you can get there. Because Epcot, maybe. I don't think you can get a bus from the Contemporary to Epcot. I think you have to get on the monorail to the Transportation Center.
Right.
Or the whatever, I forget. Because there's the Express one. I don't know how that works. But like you have to get on the monorail to go to Epcot. I'm
Hollywood
99%
Studios,
certain.
same?
Hollywood Studios and Animal Kingdom, you could get a bus. And Disney
Okay.
Springs.
Right.
But then to go to a different resort, you have to transfer over somewhere else, whatever.
Oh my god.
But like the Polynesian and Grand Floridian and Wilderness Lodge, you can get on a boat to go to Magic Kingdom.
Oh, those are
Because
all
Wilderness Lodge is the boat only to go to Magic Kingdom. You can't get on the monorail over there.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a boat.
That's fun.
Yeah. That's
Is
why
that
it's,
where you go? No.
that's the campground.
Oh. I'm like, is that where you go
Yes.
camping?
Yeah. Because you can get on a boat to Magic Kingdom, which I think you
That's
have
where
to
you
do.
go to ride the ponies.
I think you have to get on a boat to Magic Kingdom and then either. Well, no, I don't know. There's probably buses that go from there. I would assume.
They have
There has
to.
to be. There has to be. Well, they're a real weird. Disney's a real weird place with like we've got this transportation for these resorts and you can't get any other form of
But like
transportation.
if you stay at where
like the Skyliner resorts.
you can take a bus,
No, you cannot.
not to resorts, not to the.
If
Does
you're
the Skyliner go to every park?
No, but my point is, like, if you have a Skyliner that goes from Hollywood Studios to wherever, Port Orleans, you can't get a bus from Port Orleans to
right,
Hollywood Studios. You
no,
have to take
yes.
the Skyliner.
But you can get a bus to the resorts where the Skyliner doesn't go.
to
they
the
don't-
parks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if it can't go there, you can take
Yeah,
another
but
form of
if-
transportation
no,
to get
right,
there.
but if it
But
goes-
like the monorail resorts, the monorail goes to Magic Kingdom. You cannot get a bus
Right.
to Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
You can get the monorail, or you can walk, or you
Wherever
can get on
my
a boat,
parents stayed,
depending
there
on where
was
you
a
are.
is it Pop Century?
Yeah, one of those, or all of those have them. I forget.
Whichever all-star resort they stayed at was a Skyliner resort, and my mom
Yeah.
said like, well, also because my dad uses a
Yes.
scooter, and he rented one that you take to the room.
Yeah.
So when you go to get a Skyliner, they just stop a special one just for you.
Yeah.
No waiting.
While it did bring a certain energy to the area of the park, the closure of the Rivers of America / Tom Sawyer Island was very necessary. It was an underutilized area in the busiest theme park in the world. Y'all genuinely don't understand how much the two new lands are about to help with the crowds. 100%.
Yeah, because no one was going over there. I know people were complaining. Was like, oh, that's my favorite spot
Well, all
to
the
go take
old
a
people
nap.
are like, I used to go sit on that bench to take a break from all the walking I had to do on my Disney trip. And it's like, there's plenty of benches.
Right, just
Find somewhere else to
just
sit.
find a new bench. Go to the benches outside
It was so quiet on that island. I could
Country
just,
Bears Jamboree.
I could sit and scroll through my Facebook and no one bothered me. Like, okay.
You could literally do that anywhere. No one's gonna bother you.
Go back to
anywhere.
your room and do that.
No, literally, no one's gonna bother you anywhere in that park.
Genuinely a disgrace to Animal Kingdom. Not
This guy
only,
has too many takes.
Not only that, this is the last one.
Okay.
Not only that, but a slap in the face to the Imagineers who worked so hard to bring this park to fruition as well. A park that was made to celebrate the relationship between humanity and nature. Humans and nature highlight the beauty of the natural world and introduce you to animals in familiar habitats. And we instead decided to put a show in based on a city of animals wearing clothes and solving a sabotage mystery. Like, be so for real. It's Tough to Be a Bug deserves so much better.
Okay,
Once
fuck
again,
off.
I don't care if you were scared of it. Grow up. Scare your kids next. That's how the cycle goes. SMH.
Who cares?
Well,
I don't give a shit what's inside that tree.
Well, I think he's not wrong. Like, this is an aggressive take, but I do agree, just from watching it, like,
It's a stupid show.
that
but
Zootopia show is
You weren't learning.
fucking pitiful.
Okay, so you were learning about bugs from It's a Bug's Life
But I think
inside
the whole,
tree.
But I think the whole point, too, is, like, that show was entertaining. This Zootopia show doesn't
'cause-
make any sense. This feels like you threw it together last minute because you needed something Zootopia
it doesn't have enough drama
to promote the
Bug's
second
Life-
movie. But it also doesn't make sense. We watched that video where it's like, how is that, whatever the concierge guy,
Oh yeah.
how is he in the thing talking to us, but then he's talking to them through the screen, like, not through any sort of communication. He's just, like, fourth wall breaking,
Yeah.
talking to them in some other place. And, like, they're all over the place. And instead of it being, because It's a Bug's Life, or It's Tough to Be a Bug, was partially like, I'm Flick, and I'm going to teach you about bugs.
Don't squish us because you need us.
Yes.
It was essentially the plot
And it was,
of
but
that.
you learning about what bugs do.
Right.
And they threw in the
If it
drama
wasn't
from the
for us, you'd
movie.
be walling around in shoulder high waist.
And they threw in the drama from the movie, whatever. So it was entertaining, but it was also educational. This is just like, here's a bunch of fucking nonsense.
Yeah, it's not educational.
And a plot line that makes zero sense.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so
Well,
bizarre.
it's just a plot line that like doesn't matter.
But it doesn't make sense. And, like, no one's looking for you to, like, make a cinematic masterpiece to go
No.
inside this tree. But it's like, get from point A to point B coherently. This literally just felt like, oh, Zootopia 2's coming out. We really need something Zootopia in Florida. And they were just like, oh, here's a bunch of shit. Put it in the tree.
And like that's fine. Like it's fine if you want to update. I don't care that A Bug's Life is gone.
Well, I think that's
But
people's point. Like, you could have put Zootopia in there, fine.
Just
but,
give
like,
us some drama.
do better.
We had a dramatic show before, and now you've given us an undramatic show. I'm not looking for. I don't think like everything in that park needs to necessarily be like educational for like animals, because so much of the park is.
Yeah.
So I think it's fine if some of your things are just like,
Yeah.
here's some fun animal things.
This one we can blow through pretty quickly.
That
Ranking,
guy had, well, he had like in-depth hot takes.
well, it was probably, how many did he have? 12?
Too many. He had too many.
12. I don't know how many slides you can put on TikTok. I guess at the most. Maybe that's why.
I don't know.
Like
He probably had-
Instagram's 20 slide bullshit that you're trying to
He-
figure like, well, if I put more, because that's what Instagram or TikTok tells you. Like, the more you have, the more more people see it.
I'm sure
Whatever.
he had more than 12.
No, it had 12. Well,
No, I
technically,
mean like in his mind.
technically he had
more.
11 because the front one is always like, here's my thing,
Yeah.
and then 11 things.
He had more than that in his mind.
As a cast member who goes to Epcot more than any of the other 3 parks, ranking every ride at Epcot.
Oh,
Number 11, so this is 11 to 1.
okay.
Mission Space. As
Yeah.
someone with
Emetophobia.
emetophobia, I am
The fear of
terrified of this
vomit.
ride and refuse to go on it at the risk of someone throwing up near me. The Seas with
Agreed.
Nemo and Friends. Definitely better than the Nemo ride at Disneyland, but still, it's just not the best ride compared to the other rides. One time I got stuck in the part with the turtles, and that was so
Jesus.
disorienting, I'm
Oh, God.
scared of it happening again.
Oh, God.
Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. Much better now that they removed the 3D, but still dizzying. It's a really cool ride concept, though, and it's definitely
Mm-hmm.
fun for families. Spaceship Earth. Classic. All caps. You can learn a lot if you actually pay attention. Getting to go inside the Epcot ball is so fun. The Phoenicians, they invented it.
I mean, thank the Phoenicians.
Three Caballeros. Actually, such a cute ride. I love that it's not easily
I don't love
accessible.
that she put Frozen above Spaceship Earth and the Three
Actually, such a
Caballeros.
cute ride. I love that it's not easily accessible, so the wait time always stays so low. Test Track. I miss being able to make my own car. Fuck off. How old are you? How old are you? How old are
I hated
you?
that part. I think
I
we
miss
just,
being able to
like,
make my
we
own
just hit
car.
a bunch of buttons.
But the overall new refurb is more fun. Super fun and goes really fast, but I still think Radiator Springs Racers in Disneyland is better, which is basically the same ride vibe, but better theming.
Yeah.
Not worth the wait usually. Will only go if I have a lightning lane. I'm going to stop on this one for 1 second, because I know with your bullshit, I miss making my own car. You are not old enough to have ridden Test Track 1.0, and it shows. Everything after Test Track 1.0 has been dog shit. You might as well get rid of that ride.
I want to go on the new one.
I have not ridden the third one yet, but I don't have high hopes.
do want to go on.
And I don't know why, because they did not change the track at all. The ride itself is not different, it's just the theming, but good
What's on
God,
screens now?
2.0 theming
Stupid.
sucked. I don't have
so
high hopes for
stupid.
3. I don't know why the theming of 1.0 made that ride so
Because
much
you were a test
better.
dummy. Because you were a test dummy, and it was more. There was so much drama.
Top 5. Soarin'. I loved this ride forever. It's such a good and classic one.
It's
The
fun.
sensory aspects with the smells, absolute
Oh my god,
perfection.
the Orange Grove.
Not excited about Soarin' Around America, to be honest. My favorite ride soundtrack ever. I will listen to it on a loop.
Wait, which one does she like then? Soarin'
Soarin' Around the World.
Around the World.
Number 4, Living with the Land. Underrated by normal people, but
This is
deserves the
number 1.
hype it receives from Disney fans. I want to go inside the house so bad. So educational, I learn something new every time. But also, why are the speakers in the boats so quiet? Turn them louder, please.
No, because they want you to shut the fuck up when you're on the ride.
Frozen Ever After.
No.
Possibly a hot take, but I am a number 1 Frozen fan, so I love this ride. You are either super younger than me, millennial, or you're Gen Z. This is such a bullshit list.
I mean, that ride is fun. I don't think it's worth
But
it.
for you to be like, oh man, Test Track really slaps. I miss being able to make my own car. And then you're like, I'm a number 1 Frozen girly forever. Get the fuck out of here.
It's like, were you born in 1997? What's wrong with you?
This feels like you were born in 1999.
Shoot, this came out in what, 8?
Did you start working for Disney as soon as you graduated high school? Because that's the vibe I'm getting. Fits so
She's
perfectly.
in the university program right now.
Fits so perfectly in Norway, as the movies are literally set in Norway. I love that they added this ride.
Incorrect.
I do think the
I don't
premise of
believe
the
they're
ride.
set in Norway.
I do think the premise of the ride is lacking and should just be a going through the story of
minute.
Frozen, like The Little Mermaid, but I'm glad it exists. Oh, so you want it to be a story dark ride like the old school
Is
Disney
Arendelle
rides?
supposed to be Norway?
I think
I
it's...
mean, I never thought like, oh, it's inappropriate.
I think
there.
that's the vibe. Like,
I just
it's-
never really thought about like where Arendelle's supposed to be.
Yeah, I think that's... Yeah.
Because they don't say. Like she's saying like
Number
it's set in Norway.
Number 2. Jesus Christ.
What do we got left?
I forgot about this.
Oh no.
Journey into Imagination with
Jesus
Figment.
Christ.
My boy, all caps.
She's a Gen Z.
He's just a silly, goofy guy. The Epcot icon.
You don't go on that ride. You don't. You don't go on that
The
ride.
Epcot icon. If you hate this ride,
off.
just
The
admit.
ball is the Epcot
Just
icon.
admit you hate fun and whimsy. Such a trip, but such a good one.
I don't hate it. I just don't think it deserves.
Could
like,
use a refresh.
Could use a just leave it as it is.
Number 12. I mean,
Guardians.
you could use a refresh. Yes. Don't you dare get rid of Eric Idle.
That would be the first one to go.
I'm aware that Eric Idle does not remember doing that ride, but don't you dare get rid of him. Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, all caps, deserves every ounce and hype ever. Smoothest, most incredible ride. Love how not jerky it is. Music banging.
Honey-
One way or another, and is the best song, and I stand
I
by
have a
it.
question. How are you going to tell me that you have a metaphobia and you won't go on Mission Space? But then you'll turn around and say that Guardians is your number 1 favorite ride when someone who has motion sickness will tell you that ride made me want to barf more than any ride I've ever been on in Disney World. Second right under Star Tours.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
I've never been on Mission Space for the very reason that I know it will make me sick.
Yeah.
The ride photo of us on the ride, I'm crying.
Yes, you are.
And I thought that my day was over. and that was the first ride we went on. It's not like I had a full day of motion jostling.
Yeah.
Although I didn't necessarily feel like I was going to throw up. Although I did not feel good.
That was one of the first rides I ever rode.
It hurt me.
No, I shouldn't say that. It wasn't one of. It was the only ride I had ever ridden to that point where I rode it and then, like, got off and was like, I loved it. I didn't feel sick, but, like,
yes,
I felt like I needed to get, like, I had sea legs.
A lot of people who have, like, motion sickness said, like, that ride's too much for me. And it's not so much, you're not spinning. It's like you jerk back and forth a lot. I think it was the speed and how loud it is that really, I couldn't see anything. So, like, I'm going back and forth and I can't see, and it was, I think I did bounce back. I think I did survive a full day in Epcot.
Yeah, you did.
Or however long we stayed.
We're going to come right back. I have one more video that's short to discuss. We'll be right back. Welcome back, folks. I did find, so there's technically two. I found that other cast member. My Walt Disney World Hot Takes is a former cast member, a.k.a. I Know Ball. Drinking around the world during the festivals is overrated.
Yeah,
it's so expensive for what you get, especially from the festival booths. You're better off going to some of the bars inside a couple of pavilions, Rose and Crown, La Cava de Tequila, etc. It's tough to be a bug was far superior than better Zoogether.
Yeah.
The Zoogether thing always throws me when I'm reading it.
Yeah.
Like, this doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Magic Kingdom is the worst park / can be a half-day park, specifically speaking for adults.
So many people, like, it feels like recently are saying, like, obviously, if you have little kids.
When it goes in with my other gripe, that is like, and part of me gets it, part of me understands it completely, and part of me is also that Disney person that is, there are so many people, our age especially, and I get it, because millennials are that first generation where it's like, I'm not having kids.
Right.
So now you're adults who don't have children, but you love Disney.
What do they call them? Dual income, no kids. Dinks.
There's now this whole push of, like, Disney needs more exciting things, and Disney needs villains because it needs darker stuff, and it needs more exciting rides. And I'm like, go down the fucking street to Universal. Get out of here.
Right, we're here for the whimsy.
I'm all for, like, a coaster. I don't need fucking Universal Monsterland in Disney World. Right. I don't need it.
Yeah, like, we can have a thrill ride, because, like...
And I get it. I have kids and you don't, whatever. But, like, I don't even care. It's not even about my kids. It's just about me in general.
Yeah, but, like, look how many times we went as adults.
I don't need the entirety of Walt Disney World to be revamped because millennials without children are like, this isn't exciting enough for me.
Then go to Universal.
Yeah, then go to Universal. Buy your Disney tickets and go get your popcorn and your pretzels, and then go to Universal and ride Spider-Man the Ride or whatever.
And vomit in a trash can on your way out, because that's what happened.
Go ride your Harry Potter roller coaster bullshit. Did
Spider-Man replace Back to the Future? What replaced Back to the Future? Because we went on that, and literally everyone in the car I was on just came off and barfed.
Enchantment was a good fireworks show, and I don't know why it gets so much hate. This is something I am not a Disney adult because I don't know the differences between these shows and their names, and I don't know enough about any of them.
I just assume they're all Wishes. Is Wishes gone? Is Wishes back?
Wishes
I don't
is
know.
Gone. Wishes is gone.
I don't know. It's all Wishes to me.
Wishes!
Yeah, I don't know. I mean... I see the love of the fireworks, but I just don't see, like, why are you so connected to one particular show?
I understood when they did the 50th anniversary show.
It was kind of boo.
Well, I understood the complaint of, like, it was the 50th...
How did we see that with a 2-year-old?
We watched it on YouTube. It was the... It was the...
Because we were there.
It was the 50th anniversary of the parks, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It was the park's 50th.
Yeah, and it was all about the movies.
And the fireworks show was all movie stuff.
Right.
And it's like, why didn't you make this about the parks when it's the 50th of the parks? And I'm like, I do understand that criticism.
It wasn't.
But like, the people that are like, oh, this just doesn't have the same, like, emotional vibe to it. I'm like,
I don't bawl my eyes out. I'm like, Wait a minute, are we all just going to the fireworks?
I'm like,
and
these
just
are fireworks with music
sobbing?
behind them. What am I missing here? I will say,
They need
I
to bring
don't-
back that movie one that we watched. The movie
oh, the one in Hollywood Studios.
and the movies and the Star Wars fireworks.
That was incredible. The Hollywood Studios
yeah.
ones were on a different level.
Even my mom said the Star Wars fireworks
Yes.
were like the best one she's ever seen.
I will say, I don't know if it's changed since we watched them, or if it's the one people like. I've lost track of where all that happened.
I think the current one people
not
like.
not in Magic Kingdom. I think it does come up in here. Because when we were going, and then when we were taking breaks, because we had kids and a family and whatever, like there was more years between, and everything was changing because of COVID and whatnot. The Epcot fireworks show, whatever one we saw last, was
Oh my God.
incredible.
Wait.
And I don't remember if that was Harmonious or if that was Luminous or whatever it was.
When we saw Harmonious when we were at that late night thing with your
Yes.
mom, right?
I think so. I don't remember if that was Harmonious or Luminous though. Because there's two different ones that have very similar names.
It was Harmonious.
'Cause
It's
I
the
saw
one that
whatever
we
the-
saw. That one was so
I
good.
saw whatever the OG one was that had been there forever.
Yeah, I saw that one.
And then we weren't going, or we weren't watching them because we were like, I don't need to be here this late for fucking
no, because
fireworks.
we were going to do other things.
Yeah. And then, like, we weren't going because of getting married and starting a family and having kids and whatnot. And then COVID hit and whatever, and they started changing it. And we didn't see. There was one we fully didn't see. And people hated it. And they changed it to something else.
Oh, we missed.
Then
so
they may have changed it
maybe it wasn't.
again. That's why I don't remember what one we saw.
So we watched one in 2024, which was phenomenal.
Yes. Incredible.
And I don't think we watched.
We haven't seen one since then at Epcot because we didn't stay.
We don't watch fireworks, period, because our kids don't really care for them.
If they were older,
They
we
don't.
would. But
They don't hate them. They just don't care.
yeah. Meet and greets with fur characters are only awkward if you make them that way. Knowing how to talk to them / planning to say something that the character can bounce off of can make things much easier.
I think that the fur characters are incredible.
much better than
you get a face character.
Harmonious was so much better than Luminous.
Okay, so maybe that's the one.
I think
saw.
Harmonious was the one we
I
saw.
think we did too.
I'd
was
rather.
So good. It was so pretty.
Yeah. Well, and the music.
The
was incredible.
music. Oh my god, it was so good.
I'd much rather have a quick service meal than table service. In the middle of a
Oh,
So
okay.
this is where I gripe with this hot take, and it needs to be worded differently. In the middle of a park day, the last thing I want to do is sit down for an hour and eat an overpriced and heavy meal. It destroys the momentum of the day. That feels
for
like
lunch?
that feels like you're talking about lunch because dinner's not in the middle of the day.
I also wouldn't be
But, like,
opposed to a quick service dinner.
No. For dinner, I'm sitting down to eat.
Well, so your version of like a full Disney day, like if I'm doing like a full
My
Disney
full
day,
Disney day is I maybe get breakfast at the resort.
yeah, like I'm picking up a breakfast.
I
I'm
go
not-
to the parks and I'm eating lunch at a quick service place
yeah.
and I'm just staying in the parks all day.
Yeah.
And then either my dinner reservations are in that park or they're somewhere else and I'm going to my dinner reservation. Then maybe after dinner I have a park hop where I go back to a park, or I go to the pool, or I just go back to the room.
See,
Or I go walk around Disney Springs.
in my mind,
I'm also that sober weirdo who likes to go to Disney Springs and walk around, and everyone's like, this is fucking terrible. I hate it here.
I hate it here. I hate it there. If I'm gonna spend a whole day in the parks, like if we're talking like I leave
Yeah.
my room before like
Yeah.
at breakfast time and I'm coming back after dinner,
Yeah.
I think I would be fine with a quick service dinner in the park. If I'm doing a park day where
My only-
I'm there till mid-afternoon, then I'm gonna go back to my resort and
My
hang out a
only
little, then I want to
issue-
go to a real
My
dinner.
only gripe with the like quick service dinner of it all
Well, you eat more than I do.
is I eat more. So especially at dinner at the end of the
You don't
day,
get
I
as
need
much.
a meal.
You don't get,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because
Or-
what's going to happen is I'm going to eat a quick service dinner, but then I'm going to be looking
but
for
I-
food everywhere else I go.
But here's my thought.
I'm going to need those pretzels. I'm going to need those
But
churros.
that's why I'm thinking a quick service dinner because I want to get
It's
all
the
the
same
snacks. I want to
issue-
keep snacking.
It's the same issue of like, oh, let's make dinner reservations for
4:00.
We have the Halloween party.
Yeah.
Let's make them at 4:30 at Crystal Palace. I go and have a big buffet dinner, and then at 6 I'm buying churros. I'm buying popcorn.
Yeah, but
I'm
that's
buying
what I
pretzels.
want.
Like
That's what I want. I want a lighter meal so I can do that.
the world nature attractions in Epcot as a whole are underappreciated. What?
She doesn't like the...
Are underappreciated.
Oh, under. I thought she was saying over. I'm like, how dare you? How dare you? Yeah.
I hate most of the merch they've put out over the past few years. They're trying to follow trends, but miss the mark most of the time, in my opinion. 100%.
Yeah. I mean, they hit it...
I'd much rather
sometimes,
stay
but-
at the All-Stars than a resort on the monorail loop.
People love... Now, she is a childless adult.
Probably. She seems young.
Because it will be difficult, not impossible. Well, coming from someone who's only stayed at...
But she's also saying just the monorail ones.
Oh,
I think,
yeah.
I think because...
Well, cost effective, too.
Well, I think, too, you have... Like, where we're staying, as my parents being DVC resort members, are this weird middle ground.
Yeah.
Like, I think DVC as a whole is a weird middle ground when it comes to Disney. Because you're either, like, a Florida resident.
You have DVC at the Contemporary?
Yes. Yeah, because Bay Lake Tower is a DVC resort.
Okay.
I think my mom said you can stay anywhere.
Right, but it's just a matter of...
It's a matter of how much it costs and how your points work
Yeah.
and what they get you and whatnot.
Yeah, because certain
Like,
resorts...
If I'm not DVC...
You can't stay at
I can't stay at a DVC resort. But as a DVC member, I can stay wherever I want.
Except at the economy.
No, you can. You just can't use your DVC stuff.
Right,
you can stay there.
Yeah,
But, like,
but you
just
can't use your points.
Yes.
That's how it stays cheaper.
But DVC is a weird middle ground because of that. And because
Right.
the DVC resorts and whatever. It's a
Yeah.
weird separate thing that most Disney people are either value resort people
Or they're
or
DVC.
monorail resort people.
Oh, I see.
You're either super bougie or you're I'm a Disney person, but I'm not a millionaire.
So if you have now the resorts are phenomenal. So we stayed
But that's why her
there.
whole thing is like,
Yeah.
I'd rather stay here than here.
I have stayed at Pop Century and All Star Sports. And it was before I had kids, so I don't know. I know the bus situation can be a little hairy because they're so full. So you tend... now their buses come more often because
Yeah.
they're fuller. So, like, if you have little kids, it might be tough because you could find yourself waiting in longer lines to get back.
Well, I think you have to...
But the resorts themselves, phenomenal for kids.
I think too, you're not waiting all that long. Like we were at that Halloween party and you saw how many buses come for those resorts.
But I mean, if you've got little kids at the end of the night, I
do
don't
think
know.
though, like for us, and you talk about buses and how many buses and packed buses and the amount of people that are at those resorts, I think we don't even contemplate staying there until we are out of the stroller phase.
Right.
Or we're out of the taking our own stroller. Like you can still get a stroller in the park,
Right.
but we're not taking it on the thing. Because I'm not worried about getting on a full bus
Yes.
with a
Yes.
fold-up stroller and 2 kids.
Now, like if you were going with little kids and you're not going to be staying
Yeah,
park open to park closed,
which we rarely do anyways.
well, but
We're not those people.
people who stay at a value resort, I'm sure, are going to Disney in a different fashion than what we have gone, where we're like, man, we'll do what we do.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, we've been there so often.
we'll get it
too.
if we get it. But like, if you're talking like this is a once in a lifetime trip,
Yeah.
you could save a lot of money at that value resort. Just know you could end up waiting in a longer line.
Yeah.
If you've got if you got bigger kids, they'll be fine.
Yeah. Disney's Animal Kingdom deserved expansion, not replacements. Dinoland's extinction was not necessary.
Oh. Do they have the room?
I don't know. I might not assume.
Well, I don't know. Some of
Disney-
those parks are like right up against.
Disney owns like half of Florida, but I don't know. I do think because my first thought was
But I
like,
mean, did like Dino Land belong there?
my first thought was like, who cares? Dino Land was trash. But then I'm also like, it kind of was, but it was also like it needed to be updated.
Yeah.
Like the weird theme of like
it was a
a
carnival.
carnival made
Yeah.
no sense. I've seen stuff like, oh, it had so much lore and this and that, and I'm like, but no one knew that.
No, they didn't do a good job.
Like, it needed to, because then you have the dinosaur ride that's like realistic dinosaurs, and then you've got the digging site that's more realistic, and then like here's a carnival with like Triceratops
Whack-a-mole.
spin and whack-a-mole games.
Well, it
and
was
it's
like whack a dinosaur, I think, but yeah.
And it's like, how do you have two things that are supposed to be like super realistic and then like this hokey cartoony thing in the middle? And it's like,
yeah, it was.
This didn't marry right.
No.
And these rides were never full. Like no one gave a
I
shit about the
loved that
dino
restaurant
area.
back there, though.
The restaurant was really good,
I hope that when they redo,
which I don't think that'll change.
No, I doubt it. Because,
Well,
it'll be a new restaurant,
and the food might change because you're in the tropical Americas, so you might get more like,
which is fine.
Encanto
I'm just saying,
themed.
it wasn't even like
which 100%.
it wasn't even the food offerings. I liked going back there because there was a lot of seating. The restaurant was big, inside and outside. You didn't wait in a long line. Like
This one, I'm interested in
oh,
because I think I agree. Magic Kingdom during Halloween greater than Magic Kingdom during Christmas.
it's been a long time since I saw Magic Kingdom during Christmas. I saw Magic Kingdom on Christmas Day, and I can tell you that's overrated.
I think Magic Kingdom at Christmas time, while it is nice and the decorations are nice, there's a different Magic Kingdom at Halloween.
It's a little bit more laid back than it is at Christmas time.
It also feels like the vibe feels more. Like, I don't know if it's because when the sun goes down, you get more of a Halloween vibe.
Well,
and
I've
like
also
in
never been to
Florida, you just throw Christmas decorations up and it's like, no
It's
part
hot.
of this feels like Christmas.
Well, I've never been to the Christmas party.
When I think
So I don't know about I've been to the Halloween party.
I've been.
I'm
and
like,
it's-
oh, full agree. But we went to the Halloween party. So
I've been to the Christmas party too, and like, I feel like it's not the same vibe as the Halloween.
It has a
party.
better.
Because the Halloween party, like, you can go trick or treating and whatnot. The Christmas one, they're not. You can go get free hot cocoa and whatnot. But, like, they're not doing like
Yeah.
trick or treat. And it's the same.
Do you think-
there's special shows and special meet and greets and whatever? But like, and the special parade and a
Do
special
you think
show.
Halloween feels better
But
because it's the first? That's the first holiday.
Well, my
of
point
the
is,
season?
too, they decorate for fall, and then that goes into Halloween. So you've also kind of got it.
No, the Halloween party
longer.
starts in August.
Yeah, but you've got that sort of longer. It feels longer because you've got Halloween decorations and fall decorations.
But I think also
whereas
people-
Christmas is Christmas, and those
And-
decorations go up and come down, and that's the end of Christmas. But my point is, they try to, and like, good for them, and it does work for that Christmassy vibe. Is they go Christmas. Halloween is Halloween no matter where you are. So when the sun goes down or when the sun is up, Halloween feels like Halloween. When the sun is up and it's 95 degrees in Florida, or what, let's say 80,
Right.
and there's Christmas decorations everywhere,
It
doesn't feel weird. It feels a little bit weird. What I think they should do is lean into the fact that you're in Florida.
Yeah.
Put palm trees up with Christmas lights on them.
Yeah.
But
But I wonder,
I never really thought of it until seeing that, and I do
wonder
think
if the fall, because now people will get butthurt about you decorating for Halloween in August, but I wonder if because like fall, like no one really cares,
Well, I
whereas
don't
like people
know.
have a real hard
I don't know,
feeling
too.
about when you can decorate for Christmas.
I don't know too. We have talked a lot about generational things here, and I do think that plays a big factor in stuff like this. I don't know too if it's because people seem to be. I don't know if it is millennials. I don't know if it's just people in general.
Millennials love fall. I feel like,
People seem to be getting away from Christmas a little bit.
or just the obsession with
The
Christmas.
obsession of
Yeah.
Christmas and Christmas being such a huge deal and like leaning more into Halloween. And I think it is partly because, and you can tell me whatever you want, I think part of it is because of climate change. You go from summer to winter and right back into summer, especially where we live. There is almost no fall. There is no spring, really. You get like maybe a month.
Well, it's later.
So then by the time like you're into summer and then summer is unbearable, people are ready to be done with it.
Yes.
So as soon as
And
they can,
That's what I mean.
they're like, get those fucking pumpkins out, get those red and gold leaves out. I'm done with this.
And because like Halloween is
I'm
the
ready
first.
to put a hoodie on and some jeans and just call it a day.
Halloween is the first of like the holiday
Yes.
season, so I think people are so excited. Like they don't even care that you got your pumpkin out in August. Like,
But I think
yep,
too,
let's do
like,
it.
and I think that's part of it. But I was gonna say, like, it feels like even on social media, it feels like people at Disney and even Disney itself, like, it just feels like there's more behind
it's also-
Disney Halloween than there is
It's
Disney
also
Christmas.
from August to October 31st, whereas
Yeah.
Christmas isn't until mid-November.
Yeah.
Till,
Well, I think too,
till
it's a
early
hard,
January.
it's a hard thing too because
I don't know
now
when the
you're
Christmas party stops.
now you're getting into like the what's it called, Jollywood Nights. Like they've now added a thing at Hollywood Studios. Like there's different aspects to it now, and I think that's because their Christmas time is so short compared to their Halloween.
Yeah,
time.
so they have to spread out. But it also could be like hurting the Christmas because people are like, well, there was already the Halloween, so like I don't need.
Yeah.
I can tell you that the Halloween time is the time to go because it was empty.
Well, that was for the party.
No, I mean when we were there,
Oh,
the week
yeah,
of
yeah,
Halloween,
yeah.
I could not tell you the last time
Yeah.
I've been in a Disney park where we are literally
Well, you're going at the tail end. That's why
20 minutes.
when we went.
What I assumed to be there the week of actual October 31st.
No, because you've gone. It starts in August. You've already gone for the
I
Halloween
know
stuff.
the party was dwindling, but I just assumed people would want to be there for actual Halloween.
No, because you've already. I think you're in that. You're
So
in that,
September must be the.
You're in that sweet spot of everyone has already come for Halloween.
Everyone
and
who-
now you're not coming because you're waiting for Christmas.
Yeah, well, and that's what
So
we
you're
said.
in
Is
that
everyone
sweet.
just waiting?
You're in that sweet window of like
now-
you've either already come and done your Halloween or you're waiting for Christmas.
Now, I would not. If someone asked, I would say like, give Halloween week a shot because it was now, but that so quickly things can turn.
We have not done either one of these. Uga's is better than Beacon Barrel, but both are honestly one and dones. Okay. We walked. No, we didn't go into the cantina.
Yeah, we did. We walked into the doorway.
Tiana's is a great attraction, but desperately needs some TLC and better maintenance as a whole.
Well, but that was also Splash Mountain.
Disney's Animal Kingdom does not need more IPs. Arguably, the best attractions are the Safari and Everest, proving that a park can be successful without being full of movie-based attractions.
Okay.
Dinoland USA had the best storyline and lore of any land across property,
Yeah,
and
we
it
just-
was criminally underrated / underappreciated.
Yeah, and I think under.
Lightning Lane.
Known.
Lightning Lane Magic Pass is only really helpful in Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios, and there is no logical explanation for putting monsters where the Muppets were. They should have put. I did not think of this until she said it. They should have put it where Launch Bay was to have an entire Pixar area, since there's already Toy Story and Pixar Plaza over there. Didn't think of. Okay.
Oh.
We're getting mixed up here now. I thought something else. I thought. So she's talking about the Star Wars Launch Bay, which was backed by Ariel.
Right.
I don't agree that's where Monsters Inc. should have went. Where Monsters Inc. should have gone, and it probably doesn't work because of the size. I was thinking that stupid ass Pixar alleyway
Yeah.
thing in front of Toy Story Land, which is just this
It's too
dumb
small, yeah.
dead end walkway where there's nothing back there. And I'm like, why didn't you put this into Toy Story Land?
Yeah, make that the entrance of Toy
Like,
Story.
well, it is. It's right next to it.
Yeah, but next to it.
But I'm like, it's this. Well, this already existed, is why. So they just went through that walkway.
Yeah,
But
but
I'm
like,
like, this is now nothing.
can
This
I-
used to be the entrance to Toy Story Mania.
right, but now there's
Then they
nothing.
flipped it into Toy Story Land. So now this is just the backside of a ride, and it's just a dead end
And
like
then you
corridor.
walk back there, and there's a weird Cars car
Is
back
there
there.
a bathroom back there?
No. No, remember we walked back there, and there was a car back
Yeah,
there.
but that's on your right. If you're walking, is there not one on your left?
Oh, maybe.
Is there a bathroom right there? Maybe.
We
but
thought you
even
could
still.
get through, and then we weirdly
Yeah.
ended up getting our picture taken with
Well,
Jackson
no.
Storm.
It said something about like cars being back there. I'm like, oh, what Cars thing is this? Then you walk back there, and it wasn't Jackson Storm. It was Cruz Ramirez, and we hadn't seen the third movie yet. And we're like, who the fuck?
I
is
hadn't seen
this?
the first movie yet.
We're like, who is this yellow car? And like, oh, you want your picture? Like the guy there was so excited that someone finally walked back there.
I think we did. And
we did because we felt so bad.
I think we tried to pretend like, oh yeah, we do.
It was the Photo Pass guy.
It
was the Photo Pass guy. And we felt so bad because he was immediately like, oh, you guys want your picture? And we're like, sure, yeah, that's definitely why we walked back here.
And the car was talking, and it was just awkward.
Yeah, it was real bad. So I actually have, I forgot 2, but these ones are quick. Best Disney World lobbies.
Okay.
Ranked. This person had. The Contemporary. Honorable mention.
Okay.
Monorail is iconic.
Okay.
Number 6, the Beach Club.
Never been there.
Yes, you have. We were just there for the restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
Number 5, Wilderness Lodge, which we also did walk through that when we went to that restaurant.
Yep.
You walked through their lobby. Number 4, the Grand Floridian.
Okay, I think that one's a bit overrated.
Number 3, Animal Kingdom Lodge, which you've also been in.
Yeah. Yes. Because that one you walk in and it's like, it's so like it's the huge big ceiling.
Number 2, the Boardwalk.
Love.
And number 1, the Polynesian. Now, I have not been in the lobby of the Polynesian.
I would argue that the Wilderness.
I've been in the top floor where that fucking awful Stitch restaurant is.
I've been in the
So I've not been in the lobby, but from where I was, not number 1.
No, I would think a Wilderness Lodge.
Wilderness Lodge is up there. I don't know. I never spent a lot of because I've gone for the restaurants.
It's so we stayed there.
We did not stay at the Wilderness Lodge.
Oh, we stayed at Animal Kingdom Lodge.
We stayed at Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Yeah.
Animal Kingdom Lodge is a top tier lobby.
Yeah. That might be what
Wilderness Lodge is like. There's a picture there. Wilderness Lodge. I've been in it.
Yeah.
To go to the restaurant and then walk down to the gift shop.
Animal Kingdom Lodge is very similar.
Very similar. I mean, the Beach Club is a decent lobby, but I think the battery is dying. Yeah, battery saver on. So I'm gonna blow through this quick. Actually, I'm not even gonna bother because we only have 11 minutes left. So I'm just gonna say fuck it. Battery's about to die on the camera. Thank you for watching. Join us next week. Blah blah blah. We love you, and as always, thank you for being a friend. Good night.